From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather tonight.
Temperature's not moving a whole lot over the next several hours as we head on into the early morning. Into the 40s here for the most part. Cloudy skies, a few spotty showers become increasingly widespread and eventually heavier as we head on into our Tuesday morning. Here's the Futurecast breakdown. A few spotty showers possible out there. Now, heavier downpours during the early morning hours, especially our Tennessee counties. Once we get closer to daybreak and after, notice the more widespread rain starts to approach from the west. That overspreads our area during the morning into the midday and the afternoon. No high winds associated with this. No severe storms associated with this. Maybe only an isolated rumble of thunder at most, but heavy rainfall overspreading the area morning into the afternoon. Several hours of heavy rain, maybe some isolated rumbles of thunder. This will cause some localized flooding potential across the area, especially street flooding, and we'll have to watch some creeks and streams as well. But the river flooding and rapid rise flash flooding, not too high of a threat just yet, but that rain will start to add up as we head through the week with multiple rounds of rainfall. The heavy stuff starts to temporarily shift east of the area Tuesday night, but that's only round one. Round two comes across the area Wednesday with more heavy rainfall, maybe some rumbles of thunder. Not expecting severe storms in the local area, but south of us, there is a risk of severe storms Wednesday for central and south Alabama, back into central and south Mississippi. That will stay to the south because of the rain-cool air here, but after 1 to 2 inches of rainfall Tuesday, another 1 to 2 inches of rainfall likely Wednesday. We get a break in that Thursday into Friday before another weather system brings heavy rain and thunderstorms as we head into Saturday. Once you add up all three rounds of heavy rain that will happen this week into the weekend, between now and Sunday morning, we expect an area-wide 5 to 7 inches of rainfall accumulation here. And there could certainly be some isolated areas anywhere in here that see over that. So there will be an increasing risk of flooding as we head through the week. And I think flash flooding risk in particular increases Saturday with that third round of heavy rain and thunderstorms. And in addition to flash flooding potential, we have a more interesting look at strong to severe thunderstorm potential as we head Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. We're starting to get more confidence in the idea because models are converging on the idea that a stronger low pressure comes across Arkansas into Kentucky on with Saturday afternoon into Saturday night and pulls the warm front north across our area. That gets us to the upper 60s and probably lower 70s across a large part of the area as we head into Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening. Dew points up into the 60s. We'll have strong wind shear in place. So the general idea of a severe thunderstorm risk Saturday afternoon into Saturday night, it is gaining confidence there. It's too soon for specific details, but in addition to flash flooding, we're talking about damaging straight line winds, and there is some degree of a tornado risk on the board as well. It's too soon to highlight exactly what magnitude of a tornado risk, but we will be detailing that as we get deeper into the week. We get some higher resolution data by midweek and later, and we start to get confidence in those smaller scale details. But the basic idea, not to scare you or alarm you, get you worried, no reason for any of that. Just pay attention to the weather this week. Start reviewing your safety plans. Make sure you have a safety plan in place before we get to Saturday. Make sure you have multiple reliable ways of hearing warnings, and then we'll be here to track the storm Saturday. And if you have your plan in place, you listen for warnings, we'll get through it just fine. No reason to be scared, but please, yes, do pay attention. Upper 40s, lower 50s for our Tuesday, briefly in the 60s, the lower 60s for Wednesday, a little cooler Thursday and a Friday, but we're warming by Friday as the warm front comes north Friday night. Upper 60s to likely lower 70s for Saturday. I'm just waiting on new model data before I bump the temperatures into the lower 70s. Front comes through overnight Saturday night, back to cooler air as we head into early next week, maybe the mid-20s as we start Monday morning. So your overnight forecast here, a few showers becoming increasingly likely as we head through the overnight hours of tonight into Tuesday morning. Heavy rain becoming increasingly likely after sunrise, staying in the mid-40s through the overnight. Lower 50s by the afternoon. The panel on the 7-day here is red, not because of severe storms for Tuesday, but because of heavy rain and the potential for flooding. That's the same on Wednesday. It's for the flooding and heavy rain threat, not a severe storm threat. The panel on Saturday is red for the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms, some degree of a tornado threat involved as well, clearing and cooler as we head into early next week. There's a look at your latest 7-day forecast. Ben Luna is in the Weather Center tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. with your wake-up weather forecast.